Every day, she meets with these displaced people, gives direction to those who have lost hope, sees them as human beings with dignity, welcomes them, and joyfully interacts with them. Her warm reception and reassuring smile become a beam of hope. Welcome, how are you, and how can I help you? Transforms their despair into hope.
God has surprised me so much because He has been like a father that I did not expect. I am surprised that we came to stop in good hands with people from immigration, with people here, because this is complete. Here are all the basic things. My son has milk. My son even has air conditioning. Thanks be to God. I believe that God surprises you. And so the people that are here, that serve and lead, they are such incredible people that know and understand the needs of thy neighbor. And that is what Christianity is. To serve thy neighbor. Whether or not they're Catholic or Christians, there are also atheists that serve with a pure heart as just a human. And well, that is God. Because God touches people, and you won't even know when He has touched you, because you don't even know God has used you. When it was you offering a plate of food to someone that was starving, God does everything.
Many years ago, I got to know her as a person before the family started to come here. Well, she invited us to help her to receive these families that we didn't know or understand what it was about or what was happening. But she called and we said yes. And that was 7 years ago. And here we are today, still supporting her. She's a person who inspires us a lot. All she wants to do is restore the dignity of these people, to make them feel whole, and to make them feel like a person again after everything they have been through.
I think one of the most important aspects of Sister Norma Pimental is the way she lives her faith. You talk about a pillar in the community when it comes to selfless service. Without Sister Norma and without the community engagement, our mission of border security would be a very difficult mission to achieve.
At the end of the day, you leave here exhausted, but you leave here with a sense of accomplishment that you've done something good. When, especially in the respite center, when we would welcome the families and they were walking in for the very first time, you could see in their faces how distraught they were, how much suffering they had been through, and they were experiencing as they were going, and then they would be standing right there before you, sitting down. The very first question that I ask will be, ¿Cómo estás? How are you? And looking at their face, and in that moment, it's almost as to acknowledge, he said, I see you, And so that person will break into tears because the very first time that somebody has almost all of a sudden just recognized, they say, I'm here. And it's a moment when they look inside and realize and give themselves permission to open up and say, I'm hurting. I'm truly hurting. It's a very special, for me, a very sacred moment. That privilege to be able to be there before them and hold them in that moment.
In September 2015, Pope Francis publicly recognized Sister Norma for her work with refugees and immigrants, and for exemplifying the role that Catholic women religious play in this service to the Church and to society.
For me, that moment with Pope Francis was so unbelievable, I think that nothing more could have been more majestic than what that moment was for me. I met him afterwards several times, but it was not that precise moment where he singled me out and he spoke with me. Those words were so encouraging for me, so encouraging because I felt that not only that he was talking to me, but he was talking to all of us, all of us that were so dedicated and working so many hours. I mean, believe me, there's so many volunteers that were by my side that I really, truly, I admire immensely. I think he was speaking to all of us, he was saying, be courageous, continue doing what you're doing. It's awesome. And it's such a big pat on the back,
Sister Norma, who has gained international attention, is included in Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential People of 2020.
I think it represents for me an opportunity to bring forward these innocent victims of families that I've seen for so many years, and recognize the fact that they're people, and this recognition can showcase the fact that we must pay attention to them. I'm certain that Jesus is at the core of who I am. It is He that guides me and tells me exactly what I need to do and say and how to move forward. I think that without Him, I would not be reaching the person the way I do. I think it's Him that defines me to do what I do, and to say what I do and to be who I am. I think that Holy Father's words are so encouraging and so real in today's time, so necessary, and it's something that we must continue to work towards, bringing people together, helping people feel they belong, and I think that is part of what we are called to do, invite others to come in, be willing to open your heart to welcome others and to care about them. I think that relationships, as he mentions, in his letter, is something that we must focus on. We must care about each other. We must be able to build those relationships, because the pandemic has really brought us apart. We've distanced ourselves so much. We stay home. We things have changed for us, and so we must find ways to bring us back together. Ways that can be safe, but at the same time that we can recognize and see that life is important, that person in my life is important, and others that are needing us are important. And so how we express this, how we live this is necessary that we pay attention to and make communities of belonging. That's what our Holy Father mentions. I think that is something that we must, this message must be carried on with everybody. How can we bring us together? He speaks to us in a message that is very critical today, because we're hurting, as humanity is hurting. It's truly, there's so many people suffering, so many people displaced, people that have left their homes because of the circumstances they're living in their countries, and so there's this distance among us and us nations as well, and so our Holy Father's message is helping us in a very critical time to think about the importance of coming together and working together to solve the things that we as a humanity need to address. And I think that more than anything is the respect to life. I think that our Holy Father's message is saying life is sacred, and we must learn to respect that and learn to live together as one human family. I think today we must be there for each other, today we must be able to care for one another. This is how we can come together. We have to put aside our own differences, our own personal things that we are so distracted with, that keeps us from really seeing the other, and allowing myself to get close, to listen, to hear what it is that the other is trying to say, or what the other is feeling, or what the other is needing. And I think that when we put our focus away from us, and to the other persons that we see in our community, in our family, we start to be able to bring us together, and we need unity in our families, we need unity in our community, in our nation, in the world, because of all I think that there's so much personal things that are interfering with us truly living out the message of who God is in our life. Jesus born this Christmas will be Jesus. The way he is born to us this Christmas is by how I give myself to others, how I allow myself to truly live out that presence of this loving baby Jesus that is wanting to really be present in my life, by giving myself to others in a very open and caring way. I think that's the best sign of hope that we can give to humanity today.
Restoring human dignity is the message Sister Norma brings to the world this Christmas, because these words are relevant to our world today.